guys, right here, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. So yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the collection videos I've been making. Have a lot of them planned because I got a lot of great systems to share, a lot of fun memories. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the PS Vita. So yeah, this system came out, let me get it out, in 2011, and I got it right at launch. And there was a 3G version which had like Wi-Fi and stuff, and I got that. And I saved up money, and it's funny because I didn't actually have enough for any games, so I just had to like play demos. Like I played a demo for Uncharted Golden Abyss like a bunch, and yeah, just a really great system. Like the graphics, so awesome. And let me just put in my password. Alright, there we go. And yeah, so it started off originally, and you actually, so this thing has a touchscreen, right? And you could only use the touchscreen to like swipe and stuff. Basically with like the actual interface. But later on they added an update where you could do buttons. And yeah, just a really cool system. Like the graphics are some of the best. You got like two little sticks here, two analog sticks where you can play games, like play awesome shooters and whatnot. And they have like a rear touch and a front touch, which is very unique. Like the only system I ever do it. And yeah, like yeah, it was Tearaway that used it, where you jump and stuff. And yeah, I think one of the main issues with it was the memory cards, which were like really expensive and exclusive to Sony. So like I never got like too many games because like I never had enough space, so I only could like download so many games. So like if there was an issue for the system, I would definitely say it would have to be the memory cards. But honestly though, like the graphics and whatnot, I can load up One Piece right here, like, and the speakers, and just like the system, like this has an OLED screen, right, which is like really bright and looks great playing games. And yeah, just a really awesome system for sure. And yeah, I got this case, and it's funny how like I think I did get a case like a long time ago, right? And like yeah, this is an awesome game. I got this game for like $5 for like during a anime game sale, which was awesome. And yeah, this game is awesome because like most games on the Vita are pretty much like the console. So like you're getting console game experiences on the go, like prior to the Switch, which is awesome. And yeah, I kind of stinked because Sony kind of like stopped supporting the system, because like at launch they had so many awesome games. Like I'm gonna go through them, but like that, like Uncharted, Gravity Rush, like all of these awesome games, and then like they kind of just stopped supporting it. And I feel like if they had continued, kind of like Nintendo did, then like yeah, it would have done way better. We've gotten like way more awesome games. So yeah, they kind of stopped supporting it a few years ago, and yeah, just gonna run around the town as Luke here. And so yeah, basically it's been like Japanese developers and like RPGs that have been coming to the system. And yeah, which is not too bad like if you're into those games. Cause we got like One Piece here. And yeah, you can like play like PS1 classics on here and like PSP games as well, which is awesome. So like, I think I mentioned this in my PSP video, but like say for example I go to the PS Store, right? And yeah, I love how quick it is to like navigate the system. It's like so cool. So like if I own like a Lego game, like Lego Indiana Jones, right? Just look up Lego Indiana Jones. Then I can just download it here, right? And that is like that is really cool. Like yeah, there's a ton of like indie games on here. And oh yeah, there was also a remote play feature, which is like where you could play the PS3 on your Vita. Same thing with the PS4. So yeah, there was like a little bit of lag, but pretty much like seamless gameplay. And sometimes you'd often have to like change the controls because you don't have second triggers, right? But yeah, really cool having, doing that. And I know that's basically kind of a solution to like the whole TV thing. Oh yeah, there also was a PlayStation TV where you could, buy this thing for like $100, right, and play Vita games. So like you don't even need to own a Vita. You can just buy that and yeah, play Vita games. And you can also play like PSP games on there as well, and PS1 games as well. So yeah, a lot of great like Japanese RPGs on here. Like, Persona 4 Golden, that's a classic. And yeah, so I'm gonna start going through the games here. I actually have like a lot downloaded, so like if it doesn't seem like I have a huge physical release, that's because a lot of them will like download. Like I have Gravity Rush here in the PlayStation Store downloaded and whatnot. And yeah. And that's an awesome game, like classic RPG. So yeah. Well, yeah, back onto the case. So I got this pretty recently, and yeah, it's great because it holds like a bunch of Vita games, and it's really roomy as well, which is really nice. And yeah, I just love my Vita. So yeah, let's get right into the games. But yeah, great case. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'll be sure to link like any cases, anything like that in the description. So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start off with Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. And yeah, I actually have this game on the PS3. And you can have crossplay on here. I think it was cross-buy as well, if I believe so. I don't know. There was like certain games where you could have, you basically buy it in one place, right? You buy it on the PS3, and then you get it on the Vita as well, which is like really, really cool. And I love how like small these game cases are. And yeah, so we have Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, really fun game. Love it on the PS3 and the Vita as well. And then yeah, I think there's actually a Sly Cooper Thieves in Time like movie coming. And I know that they had like a Ratchet and Clank movie that came out. I never saw it, but I know that they did like a movie based off the game or something like that by Insomniac, which was like really, really, really great. And then moving on here, we have Sly Cooper Collection. And yeah, we have 3 full digital games mastered in HD. And yeah, so just the first 3 ones. And yeah, my friend actually gave this to me, and yeah, I cannot wait to jump into this. Alright, so moving on here, we have Borderlands 2. And yeah, this was kind of interesting, getting a Borderlands game on the Vita, which is awesome. Like, cause I love the Borderlands game. Like, I cannot wait for Borderlands 3. And I know that like Battleborn, I guess that wasn't such a huge success, but I did play that a little bit. But yeah, no, Borderlands is awesome. Like, has such funny characters, like Handsome Jack and Claptrap, and like such funny writing, and like looting and shooting and stuff. And yeah, it's just like a really addictive game of like getting like different guns and loot and stuff. And it was awesome having it on the Vita. I know they had to like do certain things, like not have blood splats or something for like the enemies, to basically like fit all of Borderlands 2 on the Vita, but they did it. And yeah, I think this is actually coming to the Switch, so like that'll be awesome, because I don't think they're gonna have to cut corners, obviously. So yeah, Borderlands 2. Alright, so moving on here, we have Final Fantasy X and X-2. And yeah, love this game. I started playing it pretty recently. My friend gave me a bunch of his Vita games, because it unfortunately died. I guess he played it too much or something, I don't know. That makes me think of like my PSP Go, which like fell in the toilet, and then like I was like able to fix it as well. So yeah, from what I've played, like you start off as like the soccer ball player, right? And I haven't dived too deep into it. I definitely need to. But yeah, I've been playing Crisis Core for the PSP, and that game is so cool. Like, has such great action and music. And from what from what I can tell, this does as well. And I hear that Final Fantasy X is like one of the most regarded Final Fantasies. Like definitely one of the best you can play. I played Final Fantasy 15 and yeah, that game was awesome. Like such an awesome like finish to the story, like such likable characters, you know, like going around like with this group of trio of guys. And yeah, I remember I did a Let's Play for that. And from what I played, like the graphics are awesome for Final Fantasy X. Like they look great on the Vita screen. Like graphics look so awesome on the Vita. So yeah, that's Final Fantasy X and X-2. Alright, so moving on here we have Tearaway from the creators of Little Big Planet. And yeah, absolutely love Little Big Planet. We're going to talk about that in a second here. But yeah, we have Tearaway, and this was cool because it actually like used the Vita's like all the features, like the rear touchpad, like all the buttons. Use like the camera to like look at you, and like everything is like made out of papers, right? And yeah, it was really cool. Like you were able to like create like your face, like you can like edit it and like draw it on the Vita because the touchscreen, which is really cool. Like having that feature. And yeah, it also came to the PS4. I think it was like, can't remember, like Uncrafted edition or something like that. And yeah, it's made by the same people who do Little Big Planet. So yeah, really fun game. Alright, so next up is Little Big Planet PS Vita. And yeah, I mean, if this is not my favorite, it's at least my second favorite Vita game. This game is awesome. Like, I love Little Big Planet. Like, I started playing it on the PSP, and then I got it on the Vita, and then I got it on the PS3, and then, you know, PS4. So like, I've been playing through all of these games, and they're so fun. And this is definitely one of the best because you can actually use the touchscreen to like create stuff, like with your finger. Like, you can just like wave it, right? And like, I remember like making levels and stuff, and yeah, the story is great. Like, there's so many awesome features in here because it kind of like, it's basically like Little Big Planet 2 but portable, which is awesome. And yeah, like I remember like playing online with friends and stuff. Like Little Big Planet is so random online sometimes, like with people's pods, which is really cool saying that. Yeah, so Little Big Planet PS Vita. Alright, and moving on to the final game here, we have Uncharted Golden Abyss. And yeah, this was definitely the reason I got a PS Vita. Yeah, like Uncharted was such a huge part of like my gaming experience. Like the character Nathan Drake and like all the adventuring, like Naughty Dog made such great games. This was actually made by Ben Studio, who's making a new zombie game. Can't remember what it was called, but I think it was like open world, and yeah. But this game was actually made like really short time period, like maybe a year, right? So they made an Uncharted game like a year, this small studio, and it has Nolan North, and I actually met the voice actor for Nolan North at Comic-Con, which was really cool. Like, you know, hearing his voice in person, like actually talking to him, it was really cool. And yeah, I can actually show that because he signed my copy of Uncharted 2, which is by far like my favorite Uncharted game for sure. And yeah, like this definitely has some of the best graphics for the system, like this and Killzone. Like I have that downloaded, and yeah, so. And yeah, I remember like they actually tried to have like touchscreen controls because they're trying to have like all these new features with the Vita, right? Which I think if it didn't really have like all that, like touchscreen is nice, but I don't think we really needed the rear touchpad. If they got rid of that, I think that definitely would have helped the Vita. Still an awesome system nonetheless, but I remember like they'd have you like use your finger, right? So you like use your finger and like you'd like climb to ledges, and instead of like pressing buttons, and like you'd be fighting, you'd have to like swipe down. So there was kind of like weird stuff like that, but for the most part, like the games on the Vita were really solid, especially at launch when like Sony was all about the system. And yeah, there's like so many great like RPGs. Like we have like Persona, which I definitely need to get. I've been playing 5, and yeah, from what I've played, it's a really fun game. Definitely deserves all the praise it's gotten. And yeah, like Gravity Rush, have that downloaded. Like that is one of my all-time like favorite games. Like playing as Cat with like Dusty, and you know, like fighting the Nevi and stuff, and like the music in that game, like it's crazy. Like they made that game on the Vita, and yeah, I absolutely love Gravity Rush 2. Yeah, that would have been cool if we had gotten it on the Vita, but I understand why with all going on. But that would have been really fun. And yeah, the Vita's an awesome system. Like the graphics are great. I didn't get as many games as I wished, because mainly because like the memory card, right? But yeah, I definitely am planning to get more Vita games. So expect like an update. I don't know when, maybe like a couple months, a year from now. It'll definitely be coming. I'm definitely gonna plan on getting like all the games I need to get, like Persona. I want to get like a physical release for Killzone, and yeah, there's just so many great RPGs that I'm interested in, and the Vita is just an awesome system. You can play like PS1 classics, you can play like PSP games, and yeah, the graphics are amazing on that system, and like the year it came out too, as well. And I guess like people were mainly into smartphones, so that's why it didn't do as well. But like I love the Vita, and oh yeah, there was also like another version of the Vita that came out that had like an OLED screen, right? Or it might have been, oh actually this was OLED and that was LED, yeah. So that had an LED screen, and it was like different plastics, it was lighter, and yeah, pretty similar. I know it had like a bunch of different colors in Japan that you can get, which is really cool. But I definitely love my Vita, because we have like the OLED screen, it has a good weight to it, right? And yeah, just an awesome system, and cannot wait to get more games for it. And having real fun playing One Piece on it, that's for sure. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this PS Vita collection video. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time. Ryan, right? And you can like send that. Or wait, let me try again. Right. And then you send it.